Hey guys, it's Abby, and today I'm going to go through some of the products that I used the most in the year 2019. I wanted to share with you guys the most used products that I've been using in 2019, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. You might want to get a cup of coffee or some tea or some snacks because this is going to be a long video for you guys today. So we're going to start first with my skincare. Well, let's do my nails and my deodorant because I decided to show you guys my deodorant. I don't really have an excuse why. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is the Secret Clinical Strength Invisible Solid, and it's in the scent Completely Clean. This is a really great deodorant. I use it all the time. My kids use it as well. Actually, Dahlia uses an all-natural deodorant because she has really sensitive skin, and Scarlett and I are just sweaters. We sweat all the time. If we wear a tight shirt, our armpits are gonna look sweaty and it's just gross. And we have been using this one because that actually stops the sweat. You know how like sometimes when you wear a tight shirt, you get sweat pockets underneath and you can see the sweat? So this helps stop that from happening. So this is what it looks like, and I believe these are $9. They're pricier for deodorant that you can get at like a drugstore, but it works for us. The scent is really good. Scarlett always smells so good when she goes to school, and so that's the deodorant we use. The next three things are these. These are the nail polishes that I've kind of fallen in love with this year. I got this oil in one of my boxes. I don't remember which box it was, but this is it's a cuticle oil, and it's lavender, and it's by Disco Miami. First of all, the packaging is so cute, but I've gotten several of these this year, and I go through them quite fast. Every single time I do my nails, I take my nail polish off, and then I put cuticle oil all over my nail beds, all over my nails. I soak that in really, really good, and then I paint my nails. Sometimes I'll use this before bed if my nails don't have nail polish on them, and it just really helps my nail beds look better. They don't look as dry as they normally do, but I really like the Miami Disco lavender oil, but I like all of their oils. It's not like I like one certain one better, but I do like this one, but the other ones that I've gotten that weren't lavender, but they were, you know, in the same little bottle, I've liked too. All right, these two nail polishes. This one is the Nano Cocoa nail polish. I don't remember where I got this. This is in the shade I'll Be There, and it's such a pretty like mauvey purple shade. You put it on and it looks like the super purple in the bottle and dark, but when you put it on, one layer is like a light purple, but it's like a mauvey purple. It's kind of like this color right here. And then you put on another coat and it gets like a darker color, and it stays really long on my nails. I can go like 2 days without my nails chipping. That doesn't sound like a long time, especially if you go get your nails done at the salon, and your nails will stay for 2 weeks with the gel nail polish coat. But I don't have time nor the money to do that. So this nail polish lasts quite a long time on my nails, and I don't remember where I got it. I don't think I bought it from a store. I'm pretty sure I got it in a box. I just don't remember what box it was, but I really like this color, but I do like this nail polish brand a lot because it works the best on my nails. And the next one is this. I got this in my dot box for my Christmas box. This is the KB Shimmer nail polish, and this is so pretty. It's called Deck the Claws, and it's a glitter polish. And I was painting my nails red for the holidays, and then I would put one coat of this glitter polish on my nails, and this glitter nail polish kept my nail polish on my nails for so long. Like, I think I had my nail polish on for almost 5 days without a chip. My nails grew out, but it didn't chip, and it was this nail polish that I put on top of it. If I could get a glitter polish in every color from this company to put on top of my nails, I would do it because it's glitter polish. Glitter polish is really hard to get off in the first place, but this is like super glue. It does not move your nail polish. So I've been really liking this. And again, this is the KB Shimmer, and I got this from my dot box. So I've used this all month. My hair is super frizzy today. I'm not really sure why. I'm like a frizztastic frizzer. I sometimes just have really frizzy hair. I have straight as can be hair, but I have frizz everywhere. All right, so let's do a little bit of skincare. I only have a few things that I'm gonna show you because these are the 3 things that I used the absolute most this year and that I've repurchased. So the first thing is Good Morning Honey Silk Facial Serum. It's an all-day nourishing, and it's for all skin types. I not only use this as a serum, but I use this as a primer. This is really good. I got this from my Ipsy Plus in the beginning of 2019. I used the entire thing and I used it as a serum before bed, after I woke up in the morning, when I did, when I washed my face, and I use this as a primer, and it works really well as a primer, and I love this stuff. Again, it's a Hey Honey Good Morning Serum, and I think this is my absolute favorite product that I've ever gotten from an Ipsy, because it was so good. It makes your makeup look like it's filtered. Like you put this serum on and then you put your foundation on, and it makes your foundation look soft on your skin. It doesn't like fill in your lines. It just makes it look like a filter. Like, when you can use like, I don't know, what are those filters that you can like smooth out your skin? You can actually use this and smooth your skin out without a Facetune, because this is really good. I loved it, and I did end up purchasing another one after I was finished the first one that I got. The next thing is the Murad Retinol Youth Renewal Eye Serum. I actually used 2 eye serums this year. I got the 111 Skin. I think it's either 11 Skin or 111 Skin. I got this in an Ipsy, and I started using this after I used this. But this one's really good too. I really like the way this feels. I really like the way that it makes my eyes look. And if I had the extra money, I would totally buy a full size of this, because I use the tiniest bit of this whenever possible if I'm not using this. And this really helps my under eyes, especially my dark circles. I notice when I put this on, my dark circles are much lighter and my eyes don't look as sunken in as they would normally. And I really like this one. But this one is the Murad Retinol Youth Renewal Eye Serum, and I definitely saw a difference using this one when I was using it every day. If you don't use this every day, you don't really see that difference, but if you use it every single day, you see a huge difference around your eyes, especially your crow's feet right here. Your smile lines go away. Not like completely, like it's not like a miracle where, oh my God, I don't have any more wrinkles, but it definitely helps. Whenever I go like this, I have that extra skin right here. I've always had that, even when I was little. It's just extra skin. I have a lot of skin on my eyebrow section and I've always had problems with it, but this definitely helps tighten it up a little bit more, and it definitely helps your fine lines, all that kind of stuff. So I really, really like the Murad stuff. This is very expensive, and I got this from an Ipsy as well. I was so excited when I got this from Ipsy because I really like Murad products. So if you're looking for a good eye serum, that's a really good one. And the next one is this. This is the Murad Environmental Shield. It's a rapid age, spot, and pigment lightening serum. It has 2% hydroquinone, I don't know. It's a skin lightener. So I have a dark spot on my face right here. I've had it for like 2 years. I think you guys have heard me talk about my dark spot in every video this year. So when I got this from my Ipsy, I was so excited. I've had this for about 4 months. I believe it's about 4 months. And I've only used this much right here. I take a tiny, tiny little bit and I rub it on my dark spot. This is the only dark spot I have. I don't have any other dark spots on my face anywhere, and I don't want to lighten my skin all over. I just want to lighten that spot. The difference in my dark spot right now is so significant, and it's only from this. I don't use anything else on that dark spot. Of course, I put serums on and lotions on, and I wash my face and I do all my skincare, but the only thing I put on my skin to lighten the dark spot is this, and it has faded it so much that it's almost gone, and I'm so excited. Like for a while, I wasn't even able to really put like foundation or concealer on the dark spot, because then you go over your face with bronzer or blush or highlighter, and it always seemed like it was darkening up every time I would put another product on top of whatever product I put on that. If you have dark spots, this is a really good one. It is quite expensive, but I got it from an Ipsy, so I didn't pay for the full price, but I would pay the full price if I ever run out of this, because there's a lot in here. So I have been using the Illamasqua, if that's how you say it. I was calling it Ilamask. I like saying Ilamask better than Illamasqua, but I'll say Illamasqua for the video because that's how you're supposed to say it. This is a gel primer. At first when I got this primer, I wasn't excited because I'm not into the new gel formula stuff. I wasn't until I found out that it's better for oily skin. I have an oily T-zone. My T-zone is right here. As you guys know, your T-zone is like in the center of your face, and the rest of my face is really dry. I have psoriasis, so sometimes I'll have a breakout and I'll get some on my eyebrows or I'll get some on the side of my face. And any kind of primer or powder sticks to psoriasis because your skin's dry. It's a patch. It's a patch of dry skin, and it will stick to it and it will make it kind of cakey. This doesn't do that, and it's a really good primer. I noticed that my makeup will stay longer when I use this, and it's very smoothing as well. So the packaging just looks like this, and this is gonna last me forever. I actually got a little tiny sample in one of my subscriptions, and that sample lasted me a month and a half. So I just started using this after the sample I was using. It comes with this little thing right here to lift up, and right inside is the primer. It's just a gel. You can see, it's just a gel. And it goes on your skin really nicely. It's very cold to the touch. You smear it into your skin or smooth it onto your skin, and it turns kind of like, it feels kind of powdery to me afterwards. At first it feels tacky, and then it smooths down dry and it kind of feels like powder. Maybe it's just me, but that's how it feels. And I notice a big difference in my makeup. I was using the First Aid Beauty coconut primer. It was a moisturizing primer, and I did like that one when my skin was drier. My daughter Dahlia, if I ever put anything on her skin, she has breakouts sometimes, and sometimes she just wants me to cover them up for school. She's 12, and she's going through that stage where she's kind of embarrassed about her skin, but she also doesn't give a crap about her skin. So sometimes I'll help cover up some of her little acne spots, and I was using the coconut primer from First Aid Beauty, and I do like that one. But the Illamasqua one right now is my favorite, and I've been using this for about 2 months. So the next thing is my foundation. I have tried so many foundations, and I've never really found a foundation that I really liked until this year. For a while I was using the Fit Me foundation, by Maybelline, Fit Me by Maybelline, but that was never full coverage enough for me. When I first started my channel, I didn't really care about full coverage. I really didn't know much about makeup, but now that I do, I like a full coverage look on my face when I use foundation. And I've been using, this is really dirty. I use this every day. This is almost done, but I wasn't gonna like clean it off. I'm just a normal person doing their makeup, and I don't clean my stuff off after I'm done. I'm a dirtball. I've always been a dirtball. I'm just a dirtball. This is the Revlon Color Stay Makeup. It's normal to dry skin, and this is in the shade Nude 200. I really like this foundation. I use this all the time. I use it with my Real Technique beauty blenders or beauty sponges, and this one just does a really good job with a full coverage look for me. It's not too drying. I can use different powders with it. I don't have to use just one specific powder, and I really like this foundation, especially for a drugstore foundation. I really don't get out to Sephora and Ulta very much, and if I'm being really honest with you guys, I don't purchase a lot of makeup online. Sometimes all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, I want to buy some new makeup if there's a new launch coming out. But I don't really buy foundations or concealers or anything like that online anymore because I always get the wrong shade. So I usually just go to the drugstore and pick up a foundation, and this seems to be the best drugstore foundation that I've used. And this is the Revlon Color Stay, like I said, and it's in the shade 200, and it's not too dark, it's not too light, it's just perfect. And it's what's on my skin right now, and it seems to be working just fine. I don't know, maybe there might be other foundations out there that are better, but for right now, that's what I use. Okay, so the two concealers that I use, I did like the Jeffree Star Cosmetics concealer, the Star Concealer or the Magic Concealer, I don't remember what it was called. It actually looked quite like his gloss. So I used all of that concealer from him up, and I threw that out, so I don't have it anymore, but I do have these two. This one is the Fit Me concealer, and this is in the shade 10 Fair, and this is a little bit dark for me right now. I was using this in the summer because I was tanner, but I do like the Fit Me concealers. I think that they're pretty good. They do a pretty good job covering up my dark circles, so I do like this. I do like this one a lot, but if I was to choose one concealer that I really do like a lot more than anyone else, it would be the Juvia's Place concealer. I really like the Juvia's Place foundation as well. I just haven't repurchased it. But this concealer, a little tiny bit goes the longest way. I've had this, I don't even know how long, and I literally just put 2 dots, one right here, and then I kind of let it sit for a little bit, just until it gets maybe like, not dry, but like a little bit thicker, and then I blend it out, and it covers my dark circles great and evens my skin tone around my eyes so my veins don't stick through or come through, and I really enjoy this concealer a lot. It is such a good concealer because it lasts forever. Like, I've had this for so long, and there's still so much in there. Like, there's a ton in there. It has this huge doe foot applicator, and it's just this is a really great concealer. If you're looking for a concealer that won't make your under eyes look super, super cakey, this is a really good one. It's a little bit thicker, but it's not so thick that your under eyes are gonna look cakey. All right, so my face powder I use on my face is the Fit Me in Light 15. I've been using this for a pretty long time. I probably need to get some, I probably need some more, but this is just the face powder that I use on my face. I don't bake my face, I never have, and I don't put any sort of like loose finishing powder. My hair is like stuck across my forehead. I don't put any loose finishing powder under my eyes, but I do use this when I'm done putting on my foundation to take the shininess away. So I'll put it on my chin, I'll put it right here on my nose, right here in the middle of my eyebrows, and I'll put it right in the center of my forehead, just to kind of pat it down, take the shininess away from the foundation. Sometimes foundation can look a little bit shiny, and I use this and I put that on there. The next thing I do after I'm done my foundation and my setting powder, or that's not setting powder, yep, it's setting powder, right? It's probably setting powder. After I'm done using that, after I'm done doing my foundation, concealer, and powder, I'll take this right here. I need a new one. I've had this for quite a while. I was using the Kat Von D contour, the Shade and Light palette, but I don't have that anymore. So I started using the Kokie Professional Powder Contour Palette. I believe I got this in a subscription box a long time ago, but I never used it until this year. So it looks like this. And when you open it up, it literally looks just like the Kat Von D palette. You can see what I've used the most. I actually have stopped using these. I no longer use these bronzers anymore. Not that I can, because they're like almost gone, but I don't really use these anymore. But I do use these 3 powders. This one is a banana powder, and I take a brush and I sweep it underneath my eyes for every eye look. It doesn't matter what eye look I'm doing. I will sweep that yellow powder right here under my eyes to brighten up my under eyes. Sometimes I can do it a little bit too much and I kind of look like a little crazy, but I do really like that. I really like this banana powder in this palette. These 2 shades right here, what I'll do for those is I'll take the same brush that I use the banana powder on, and I'll gently sweep it down the center of my face. That way it just kind of like lightens up my face a little bit, and I feel like after I'm done my bronzer and my blush and everything, sometimes I can look a little bit too dark. So I use this one a lot. Again, this is the Kokie Cosmetics Powder Contour Palette. I'll make sure to link everything in my description box as long as I can find it. So I really, really like this so much. I'm gonna have to purchase another one because I'm like almost done it. The next thing is, let's do my brows. So with my brows, I like to use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Espresso. It has a spoolie on this side right here, and then it has a tiny little micro brow pencil right here. And I use this every day of my life. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is, so after I'm done my eyebrows, I do my eyeshadow. And when I do my eyeshadow, I always, always, always put down a white or skin toned shadow first. So it doesn't matter which eyeshadow I pick. If I want to pick from any palette, it doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's a very light shadow. I'll put it all over my lid, and then I go in with my color. I have 4 palettes that I have used consistently all year round. I don't think I really, I mean, I definitely grabbed for other ones, but nope, I have 5. I definitely grabbed for other ones, but these are the ones that I grab for the most. These are the ones that are in my everyday makeup drawer. When I want to real quick put on some eyeshadow and run out the door, I can do everyday looks, I can do dramatic looks, I can do every kind of look with these palettes. And I feel like I don't really need another palette, but I love getting eyeshadow palettes, so I still get them. But I don't really need any when I have all these. So the first one is the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions. I got this in one of my Ipsies. It's a really great palette to make a mauvey eye look, also like a plum eye look or a deep red eye look. So if I was going to start my eye look with this palette, I would use this shadow right here first to put down as my base. And then I would go in with this one, then I go in with that one, and then I would deepen up my outer corner with one of these 3 shadows. And of course I would do my center lid with these shadows right there, the shimmers. But I really like this palette. I think it's absolutely beautiful. The shades are absolutely stunning. Sometimes I will just sweep a shimmer on my lid because these shimmers are so good. They're literally just, the shimmers are so good in this palette. It's like you can just sweep that on, lighten up your eye real quick, and you can go out the door. So I really like the Huda Beauty mini palettes. I have a few of the mini palettes. I just got a purple one that I haven't used yet. I'm very excited to try that one. It's great for travel as well. I took this with me to Disney. I really didn't need another palette. The next two are ColourPop. These ones I grabbed for the most. I remember when I got this one. This is the Sweet Talk palette. I use this all the time, literally all the time. So many people are like, what are you using on your eyes? The Sweet Talk palette. I never stopped using this for like 4 months. So this, I think it's like $13, maybe $15. And it's just so pretty. Like this is just so pretty. You don't have to use any other palette, but you can put this down as your base, and then you just build up your colors with any of these colors. You can do a pink look, you can do a peach look, you can do a brown eyeshadow look. It's just a really beautiful palette. The only shades I don't use are like the glitter shades. I'm not big on glitter. I've never been big on glitter, but the only thing about this palette is that this eyeshadow right here is very different than most of their shimmer shadows. This is more like a Super Shock shadow. So if you're gonna use this one right here, you're gonna need a setting, like you're gonna need a spray for your eyes, like a setting spray to wet your brush, or you're gonna need to use your finger, because this one right here is very different than any other of the shadows in this one. It's not a regular eyeshadow. It's more of a Super Shock shadow. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning, but it's very hard to work with if you don't know how to work with it. Color makes your eyelid look wet. It's absolutely stunning. You just have to know how to use it, and I really like this palette. It's just one of my favorite palettes out there. I think it was on sale for like $8 the other day, and I would have picked up another one, but I don't need another one at all. I need to stop buying eyeshadow palettes that I don't use, you know? Okay, so the next ColourPop palette is the Fortune palette. This is what's on my eyes today. This is a really good palette to do like a deep, dark eye look, or a very subtle eye look, or you can just do an eye look like this where it's kind of in your face but not too much. This is a really good palette. This one was like $20, I believe, and I remember when my sister Amanda bought it and I loved it and I said I wanted it. So these are like reds and browns and mauves, and you can see I really like these colors because this is exactly like the Huda Beauty palette. But I've used every color in this palette, and every single one is really great. Today I am wearing this one. I built up in my crease over and over and over again, and it was like it's a very beautiful, I can't explain the color because it's not pink, but it's not purple, but it's very beautiful. As you build it up, it's like a deep, kind of like a, I don't know. I can't tell you what that color is, but it's beautiful. You can build this up and it gets darker and darker as you build it up. This color needs to be built up if you want it to become darker in your crease. And as you build it up, there it is. As you build it up, it becomes a different color than in the pan. So you just keep building it up, and it's really, like I just put that all in my crease, and that's pretty much what's all over my lid. And then I took these two colors right here and just mix them together and put them on the outer corner of my eye and built that up just to kind of just give it some depth. And then I put these two on the bottom of my lid as well. And then I also put it on this inside of my eyelid just to darken that up a little bit so I could do a spotlight effect. Really great palette. These are easy to work with, and ColourPop has some great palettes that you're like, how do they make these good palettes and they're so cheap? Because they are so cheap. But anyway, this is a really good palette if you're looking for these kind of colors, if you're looking to create an eye look like this. I know my eye look is kind of messy, but whatever. It's the end of the year, guys. Actually, it's the beginning of the year. Anyone else think that 2020 is going to be crazy? Because it started off crazy. Okay, so the next palette is the Blood Sugar palette by Jeffree Star. I used this palette so much this year that I didn't think I was going to pick up another palette after this. This is a pretty expensive palette. I think it's like $52 or $53, but it's definitely worth it. I really liked it. I learned how to do pink eye looks with this palette, and I've just enjoyed it so much. I grab for this palette a lot for this color right here because it's such a great color for, you know, just any eye look to start for your base. But I really, really like this color, that color. I love all the pinks and the browns and everything in this palette. Like, this palette is absolutely stunning and it blends so well. The only difference with Jeffree Star, the only difference with this palette is that I believe a lot of these pigments are pressed pigments, so you do need to do a very light hand. It takes you a little bit to learn how to use this palette, but I really like this palette. I've used this all year. Definitely one of my favorites. Definitely a really good palette to do like a bright purple or a bright pink eyeshadow look. I enjoy this palette. I'm so glad I got it. It stepped me out of my comfort zone this year, which, as you guys know, it's very hard for me to do that. I hate stepping out of my comfort zone, and this helped me do that this year. I even did a video doing a makeup look with this, and I put it on the internet for the first time ever. I did an eyeshadow look, and I used this palette. All right, guys, so the last eyeshadow palette that I want to show you is the Morphe 39A palette. I absolutely love this palette. I go for this palette almost every day. If I was to have to choose one palette to use for the rest of my life, it would probably be this one. The only thing this is missing is a shadow to put down as a base, because I do use a white or a cream shade as a base every single time I do an eye look. That's what this is missing, but other than that, it's not missing anything. I love a good brown eye look. I love a good brown smoky eye. I love green eye looks. I love orange eye looks. I love purple eye looks. I love gold eye looks, and this has every single shade you need. This shade right here is so unique. This purple shade right here, it's like a deep pink purple. It is so stunning that I love using that shade, and you only need the tiniest little bit. Like, I just did a swatch, and that's how deep color it is. It is beautiful. It will brighten up any like pink or purple eye look that you want to create, because once you start blending it out, it blends out to be like a pinkish shade. It's so beautiful. Love that shade so much. And it's such a good palette to do like a purple eye look, where you can use these three colors. You can do a smoky purple eye look, and then you can use any of the shimmers right up here, and you can even use that one if you wanted to put that in your purple eye look. I use, out of this palette, I use this row right here, these three shades the most, and then I use all of these right here. So any of the brown section, that's what I use for an everyday brown eyeshadow look. I also love using the greens. I love doing a green eyeshadow look, especially if it's a gold spotlight effect with the green eyeshadow look. I really like this palette a lot. I actually heard about this palette from Just Anne, and she does the most beautiful green eye look with this palette, and that's what made me want to get the palette, and I'm so glad that I did, because I use this every day. The only ones that I don't grab for as often as, you know, all the other shades are these right here and right here. So these three and these four. I don't grab for those very often. And the blues. I don't really grab for the blues at all. But I do grab for the greens, like I said. This one right here, this shade, this dark brown right here, that's what I use to fill in my eyebrows when I finish my eyebrows. I use that one right there. It's a very dark espresso brown, and it goes great with my eyebrow pencil. So if you're looking for a really good palette, this is my absolute favorite for this year. I'm so excited that I got this. I didn't even know what I was missing before I had this, and I'm so glad that I got it. So, all right. And I've been using it all year, and I haven't hit pan at all. Like, at all. I have not hit pan. All right. So those are my eyeshadow look. Those are my eyeshadow palettes that I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to get those out of the way because I do have quite a few lip products, but eyeshadow is like the most important part about my makeup look besides lipstick. So we're gonna go through the rest. I'm gonna do blush, bronzer, and highlight. So the two blushes that I've used the most this year are Tarte and Too Faced. This I got in a box, I don't know, 2 years ago, and I used this until I couldn't use it anymore. This is the Too Faced Love Flush Long Lasting 6-Hour Blush in Love Hangover. It's this tiny little sample. This lasted me forever. So when you get a little tiny sample of blush like this, in a subscription box, you should just be happy because it's going to last you forever. Like these blushes last you forever. This lasted me for 2 years. It's a beautiful pinky, peachy blush. I can't use it anymore. I literally hit pan and then I scraped out the sides. I love this so much. It went with every eye look that I made, but it also went really well with this Sweet Talk palette. I love the Sweet Talk palette with a peachy blush because the colors just go together so well. I am going to get another one of these. When I have the extra money, I'm gonna buy a full size of this. It's the Love Hangover Too Faced Love Flush Blush. And it's so good. I love this one so much. I'm so sad it's gone. And the next one is the Tarte Blush in Feisty. I got this in a Sephora, I think, and I put it in a giveaway. I've had this little one for about 1.5 years now, and I love the shade so much. It is so good. It's very, very pretty, and a little tiny bit goes a long way. When I first saw this, I was like, oh, I don't really like this blush color. I don't think it's gonna look good on me. And then I started using it and I have never stopped because it's one of my favorite blushes. It's not too blushy. Like it's not, I used to love using pink. I used to love using pink blushes, but now I like using blushes like that. And it just goes on so nicely. It's what I have on my cheeks today. And it gives you that right amount of flush, but it doesn't make you look too rosy. And I really, really like it. And Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes are so good. They last for so long, and you literally only need like a little tiny doot. Not doot, but you know what I mean? Like when you take your brush and like doot, and then you put it on your face, that's all you need. Just a little bit of the doots, and you are good to go. I had to take a deep breath there. Okay, for bronzer, the only bronzer I've been using for the past few months is the Sunkissed Bronzer by Physicians Formula. When I first got this, I didn't understand the hype. I was like, I don't know why everyone likes this. I can't stand it. I didn't feel like it did much for me because I love a good bronzer. I want to look like I am bronzing to the gods. When I leave my house after I put bronzer on my face, I want to look like I was just sitting in Jamaica. That's how bronze I want to be. And I just felt like I wasn't getting enough bronzer on my face. But then I stopped. Then I was like, Abby, you do not need that much bronzer. You look fine without that much bronzer. So just go in a light hand and see how you like it. And I love this bronzer. So, oh, it just spilled on me. I hit pan. It smells like coconuts. I hit pan on it. You can get these at the drugstore and, you know, I forget how much it is, but I have another one of these. I have a backup. And it's a really good bronzer. I like to do my face with a 3. So I start up here and I go like this. For my bronzer, so it's in the shape of a 3, and I just like to make sure that all those areas are bronzed up nicely. I do my bronzer first, then I put my highlight on because I like to put my highlight on before my blush. Now, the 3 highlighters that I've used the absolute most this year and that you have always seen on my face are these highlights by Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild have the best highlighters, in my opinion, for the least amount of money. They are $4.99 and I love them so much. Like when these run out, I hope that I can find them. I hope these never, ever go out of stock. I hope they continue to make them forever. The first one is the Wet n Wild Bloom Time. And it's like a peachy, really beautiful highlight. And there it is right there. I mean, you can for real highlight your face so much that people, like everyone that sees my highlight in my videos always says, Abby, your highlight is like so bright. Sometimes I can go a little overboard, but most of the time I don't. So we have this highlighter. This is Bloom Time. I'm gonna swatch it on this hand. I'm gonna swatch them all together. Then we have the Blossom Glow, and this is more of like a pinky highlighter. And it's absolutely stunning. You only need the tiniest little bit because if you put too much on this on your face, you're gonna look like the Tin Man. So there's the first 2. And then I have this one, and this one is the Precious Petals. This is the first highlighter from Wet n Wild that I tried and I fell in love with it, and then I started getting all of them. This is more of like a gold than anything else. It does have a little subtle hint of pink in it, but it's don't break. It's good. I've had it for 3 years. It's not going anywhere. So anyway, it has like a little bit of pink and gold in there, and it looks like this. So there are the 3 highlighters. So Blossom Glow and Precious Petals are quite similar, and this one is more of like a pinky white base. I love these highlighters so much. I use them every day. It's what I have on my cheek. I don't know which one I have on my cheek today because I kind of just grab one and go, but really love these. And then after I put my highlighter on, I like to put my blush on because I like to make sure that my blush kind of like smooths in my highlighter so it doesn't always look like such a streak on my face. All right, so the last few things, actually there's a lot, but we're not gonna talk about that, are lip products and mascara. Oh, and I forgot my favorite eyeliner. All right, so my favorite eyeliners that I've used this year is definitely the Fenty Fly Liner. This is a really great eyeliner right here. This one just goes on really nicely. There's no tugging. It's very, very dark, and it's a felt tip liner, and it lasts a really long time. If you don't know, make sure you store all your eyeliners that are felt tip upside, like with the cap down, so all of the liquid is going to the felt tip so it doesn't dry out. And when it does dry out, you know that there isn't any more eyeliner in there. But the Fenty Fly Liner is really good. It goes on super dark. You don't have to go over it again at all. But if I feel like using a different eyeliner, I like to use an Ico eyeliner. It doesn't matter what kind of eyeliner from Ico, as long as it's an Ico eyeliner, it's gonna be good. This one is super dark. This one's the Black Magic. It's a liquid eyeliner and wide lash. And this one's really good too. It's a felt tip eyeliner. It's a nice long one. They're super dark, goes on super dark. You don't have to go over it. And I love when they're like a longer, skinnier, pointy top to the felt tip so that when I go closer to like the inner corner, it doesn't stay fat. It's not a fat line. I can make it a real thin line. And I don't have to like pull my eyes. I don't have to do anything. I just use the eyeliner and I just glide it across and it does really well. My two favorite mascaras this year are, one of them is the Liquid Lash Extensions by Thrive Cosmetics. I got this in an Ipsy. I really like this. This is a tubular mascara, so you don't need to use any sort of makeup remover to take this off. You can use hot water and you gently pull down on your eyes, on your eyelashes, and they will come off. It looks like spider legs. You'll be in the shower and all of a sudden you'll see clumps of your mascara on your face and it will scare the crap out of you. But it's just a tubular mascara, and these are this is a really good mascara. It's very gentle on your lashes and it's very gentle coming off. It's hard to explain because I feel like it does extend your lashes. Like it does make them look a little bit longer, but not super long. Because it's tubular, it kind of keeps all of your lashes separate, so it makes you look like you have more, but you don't. You know what I mean? But I do like using this a lot. It's just so easy to take off. So I have enjoyed the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. My favorite mascara that I've ever used from any subscription box and from any company is the Lancome, what is this called? Lancome Excessive Black Mascara. Hypnose Drama Mascara Volume. This is the best mascara I've ever used in my entire life. I mean, honest to God, one coat of this is really good. Second coat, your eyelashes look great. Third coat, your eyelashes look like fake eyelashes. I don't know how much the full size is because I'm afraid to look, because this is almost out, like it's literally almost dry. I scraped this on my lashes just to get the last bit off. Like, this is such a good mascara. I want this mascara forever. If I could purchase this every single day of my life, I would. I mean, I'm sure it's expensive and I want it forever. It is so good. I've never used a mascara this good in my entire life. It doesn't clump on your lashes. It just makes them look thick and full and like just dark, and they're there. You don't even have to use false lashes because it accentuates your lashes so good. I've never used such a good mascara before, and what a difference from a really good mascara to other mascaras that I've been using, because when I got this, I was like, oh, I hope it's good. It's Lancome. I put on my eyelashes and I could not believe how good they are. I've used it every day since I got it. That's my mascara. All right, take a deep breath, Abby. Let's go, because now we're going to do some lip products and then I'm done, I swear. So the first thing I have been using almost every single day is this lip oil. It's by Jelly Pong Pong, and I got this in an Ipsy, either my Ipsy Plus or my Ipsy bag. This is really good. It gives you a very light shade of pink on your lips, and it's just a lip oil, and I love it so much. I put this on my lips before I go to bed at night. I'll put it on when I wake up in the morning. I put it on before I like leave the house real quick. It just gives you a very light flush, but it's oil. So it moisturizes your lips, but after the oil like has seeped into your lips, you don't feel that need to like hydrate your lips. You know how sometimes you use chapstick and you have to use chapstick all the time because your lips just need that chapstick? I have a chapstick addiction and my lips are fully addicted to chapsticks. But when I put this on at night, I still wake up in the morning and they're nice and they have a little tint to them. They're nice and like pinky and flushed and they look sexy in the morning. And I really like this oil. I think I like this more because my lips look sexy when I wake up, because everybody wakes up and their lips are a little bit puffier than they normally are. And when I have this on my lips before I go to bed and I wake up and they're flushed and they're bigger and I'm like, hey, I look at my husband, you know, I wink at him. He has no idea what I'm doing. He does not notice that my lips are any flusher than they were the night before. He does not notice that my lips are any bigger, but I will wink at him and I will act like I am something that I'm not, and he'll just roll his eyes and get out of bed. So anyway, I really like this. You probably did not need to know all that, but I am okay with sharing that. Okay, the next thing is this. This is the Bella Pierre Cosmetics Nude Nude Lipstick. I got this. I don't even remember where I got it. It was definitely a subscription box. I hate Bella Pierre products. I say it in every video. But this is a really great lipstick. It's what's on my lips right now. I wear this all the time. It is just my perfect nude. I will wear this with any eye look. I know, sounds crazy. If I can't figure out what color lipstick to wear with an eye look, I just wear this one. It looks like this, and the shade is right here. I mean, I'm really proud of myself for this lipstick because this is a full-size lipstick, and I'm halfway done. I don't think I have any lipsticks that are halfway done. So anyway, this is a Bella Pierre nude. If you're looking for a perfect nude, pinky nude, this is a really good one. As you guys can tell, I'm into pinks this year. I didn't notice that till I started going through my stuff. Okay, the next one is this Huda Beauty in Payday. It's just a beautiful nude shade, and this is more like a purple mauve-y shade than anything else. It's a lot darker than I thought it would be when I put it on my lips, but it's beautiful and I really do like it. Again, I use this a lot. It's probably one of those shades that if I don't know what to wear on my lips, I put this one on. I also like mixing this with this shade right here. This is the matte lipstick by Morphe in Fling, and I like to mix these two shades together. This is Fling, and they just, for some reason, go really nicely together, and I mix those two together a lot. Just really pretty shades. I'm definitely into like nudes and reds this year, pinks. So then I have two ColourPop lipsticks right here. I've used these all year. This is Hey Mr. DJ. This one is just such a nice bright shade. I really like it. It is just one of those shades that like you just put on your lips because it's bright and you like it. I like this. I think I was talking about this in a video. I was like, oh, I love this shade on my lips. It's called Hey Mr. DJ. ColourPop lipsticks are really, really good, and I really like them. I also really like their liquid lips, and I have one here that I can show you. Okay, the next one is Still Crazy, and this is just a really pretty color as well. Again, it's ColourPop, and it's right there. It's kind of like the Morphe one, but not. As you can see, I have a theme going on. I'm boring. These are boring colors. I'm sorry. I didn't realize how boring I was. I have three liquid lips right here. The first one is the Dose of Colors, and this is Date Night. This is a red. I love this red. It's really hard to find a good red on me. I need a specific red, and this is what a good red is for me. So I love wearing this. It feels really good. Dose of Color liquid lipsticks are really comfortable. It feels really good, and it's just the right shade of red for my skin tone, for my hair color. When I wear this red, I feel beautiful. I feel sexy. I love wearing it. I don't wear it often because, I mean, feeling yourself that much on a daily basis would be dangerous. But when I wear this color, this one right here, I feel sexy and like nothing can stop me. The next one is this is the Jeffree Star in Jeffree Who. This is such a pretty shade. First of all, I love the packaging. I actually got this in one of his mystery boxes. I love the packaging so much. And it's just such a pretty color. It's right there. And it's just so pretty. Like that is just such a beautiful, beautiful color. And Jeffree Star's liquid lipsticks are so good, guys. They're so good. They're like that really comfortable liquid lip that you don't feel on your lips. You can feel it. It's a little drying, but not too drying. The next one, and yeah, then the last lipstick that I have for you guys is the ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip. Now I have a few of these. I don't know where they are, so I grabbed this one. This is in Double Double. I like to wear Double Double and Santa Fe together. It just creates a beautiful shade for me. But this right here is this is the absolute most comfortable liquid lip, if you can even call this a liquid lip, ever. It is the Ultra Blotted Lip. Again, it's called the Ultra Blotted Lip. It kind of goes on, it's very, very thin. It's a very thin formula, but you can build it up, but you don't feel it on your lips. It's like a stain, but like a opaque kind of stain, if you know what I mean. Like, it is so fantastic. This formula is so fantastic. If I could have every shade of every ultra blotted lip that ColourPop has ever made, I would be so happy because these are so good. Ultra blotted lips. If you're looking for a liquid lip that does not feel like a liquid lip, get the ultra blotted lips because they're not even that expensive. All right, the last three things are glosses. If I was to take out every single gloss that I use this year, that would be a video in itself and it would be 3 hours long. So the first one is the Jeffree Star gloss. This is a really good one. This is kind of like a glittery mess. You know what I mean? Like it shines like that. It's a messy, messy gloss, but not messy like all over your face messy. It's one of those bright glosses you put on your lips and everyone in the world will see you. Like, it is bright because it's so glittery. It's right there. You put it on your lips and your lips look that color. Like, they look like a pink fluorescent shade. I really, really enjoy this lip gloss. The next one is the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lips. I have a lot of these. A lot of them. They're fantastic. If you just want a gloss to put on your lips and they're nothing special, but they're cheap, get the Ultra Glossy Lips by ColourPop. They're not like super, super fancy. You can get a lot of different shades, but to me, gloss kind of looks the same on everyone's lips if it's like a light gloss. You know what I mean? If you get a light pink and a light peach, they look the same on your lips to me. So I think that any gloss from ColourPop is pretty good. I really, really like them, and they do really well over the Ultra Blotted Lips. But you don't even need to put on Ultra Blotted Lips because Ultra Blotted Lips are so comfortable. And the last but not least is my Jaden Madison Ladylike Sheer Tint Lip Treatment. I could not get that out. These are so good. It's a gloss, but it's a lip treatment. It delivers this smooth, soft, sheer glossiness to your lips, but it also plumps your lips. They have a lot of good stuff in here, and your lips know it and enjoy it, and they are happy when you put this on. So if you are looking for a really good lip gloss that's comfortable and it does wonderful things to your lips, Jaden Madison lip glosses are great. All right, guys, I think I went through everything that I used this year. And since I'm being super honest with you guys, this is probably what I've used every day. Not all of it at once, but like if I'm gonna do a makeup look, I'm grabbing one of those palettes, one of these lip colors, one of these, I'm always grabbing the foundation and concealer, though any of those lip shades, like this is what I am grabbing for on an almost daily basis, is something on this table that I just showed you guys. They're all my favorites, and I'll probably continue to use them because I am a boring, basic mama, and I just grab for the same things every day. So if you're ever wondering what I'm looking at to do my makeup in the morning, I'm looking at all this stuff, and I probably grabbed for the same thing I used yesterday because I'm boring. All right, guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys have some favorite products that you've used all year, write them down in the comments below because I love finding out what you guys use. What's your favorite foundation from the drugstore? What primer do you use? What's your favorite highlighter? What eyeshadow palette do you grab for the most? What are the things that you love the most? Because I want to know what you guys love the most from 2019. And thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for sticking through the entire thing. I know that was really long, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys so, so much. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.